How does a trust protect assets with a trustee-beneficiary? When it comes to protecting your assets, understanding the role of a trustee and beneficiary in a trust is essential. A trust is a legal arrangement that separates ownership and control of assets. The trustee holds legal title to the assets and manages them according to the trust's terms. Meanwhile, the beneficiary enjoys the benefits of those assets without direct control. This separation is key to asset protection because it limits creditor access and personal claims against those assets. Now, what happens when the trustee is also the beneficiary? This situation can complicate things. When one person holds both roles, it can weaken the asset protection that a trust typically provides. Courts may view this arrangement as lacking independence. This type of trust is often referred to as a beneficiary-controlled trust. In such cases, creditors might argue that the beneficiary owns the assets outright, which can reduce or eliminate the intended protection. One of the main advantages of a trust is the separation of control and benefit. The trustee manages the trust assets for the beneficiary, who receives the benefits but does not control the assets directly. This setup helps prevent the beneficiary from accessing or disposing of the assets at will. The trustee also has a legal obligation to act in the best interests of the beneficiary, which adds a layer of oversight to reduce the risk of misuse. Having an independent trustee, someone who is not a beneficiary or related to the beneficiary, can significantly strengthen asset protection. Independent trustees make decisions without conflicts of interest, which helps maintain the trust's credibility. This can make it harder for creditors to claim that the trust is a sham. Trusts that allow trustees broad discretion over distributions can further enhance protection. If the trustee can decide when and how much to distribute, the beneficiary's interest is considered speculative. This means it is more challenging for creditors to reach those assets. However, when a beneficiary also serves as the trustee, especially with control over distributions, the trust may be treated as if the beneficiary owns the assets directly. This can expose the assets to creditor claims. To maintain protection, trusts often limit distributions to specific standards, such as health, education, maintenance, and support. In some cases, the beneficiary may need to resign as trustee if facing legal challenges. Regularly reviewing beneficiary designations and trustee appointments is vital to ensure that the trust structure aligns with asset protection goals. Careful drafting can prevent unintended loss of protection due to conflicts between the trustee and beneficiary roles. In the context of estate planning, trusts are powerful tools for protecting assets while providing flexibility. However, the benefits depend heavily on the trust structure, the independence of the trustee, and the distribution powers granted. Combining the roles of trustee and beneficiary should be approached with caution and legal advice tailored to individual circumstances.